Hey, what's up, YouTube? All right, so today we are here with Genshin Impact, and I've seen some videos and some comments that people are struggling with the three bosses. And you know what? I decided to make a video and on them to make them a lot easier for you, and how you can make the definitely the wolf boss very much easy. And a lot of people were just struggling with them, so I decided to make it a lot easier and do a quick explanation of how to make them real easy. And this is all going to be free to play, so you don't have to like wish for anybody. The only difference is that I am going to use Chi-Chi, even though she's not free to play. You do gotta wish for her, but however, I'd rather use her than Barbara. Rather use her than Barbara, even though Barbara is just as good. Only because I do not use her as a heal. um but if you do have, when you do get Barbara, you just use her for healing, and everything else is pretty easy. You're just gonna want to have a decent sword. I'm using the black sword, which is from the battle pass. It's only rank 2, so yeah. And this is gonna be my setup. I use Crescent Pike with Strong Thing, and then I'm also using the stringless on. Look, I'm gonna do level 20 with the stringless on um uh Fischl. If you don't have Fischl, you can use Lisa. She is the free to play. It doesn't really matter who you use, because all you're going to be doing is getting the superconduct off. That's all you want to do, is get the superconduct, and after you get the superconduct, you should be doing massive amounts of damage. And the reason why you're going to want the black there's the reason why you're going to want to use your MC is because you're going to want to use her GEO, the GEO MC, is because she does damage without really doing much, and it's really good. And if you don't have that character, then you're gonna want to at least use someone who is your, I guess, your main. Razor would be really good. However, I'm gonna show you that I am at level 80 with only level 1 talents. You're gonna need the full constellation, but you're gonna need, no, not the full constellation. You're gonna need at least the full constellation for the GEO, which is easy to get. And that's real easy, because let me show you. We're gonna start with the wolf boss. And the reason why you're gonna want the GOMC is because will get you will get actually shields, which actually helps out tremendously. Wow, I'm actually struggling right now. I don't know why. Also, her ult does quite a bit of damage right off the rip too. And you get crystallization, which actually helps keep you alive a lot longer, especially in the late form. And you just want to keep spamming that, which actually does quite a bit. Like, I haven't really done much, and I'm already a quarter of the way full, or damage. And you could just keep up the attack. You're gonna want to keep getting these crystals and keep spamming the E. If he does hit it though, by any chance, he will still take 4k damage. Watch it. I'm gonna make him hit me. If he tries to hit me. See, he still takes almost 3,000 damage, even though I did not waste. You don't really waste your Q. If you were the Anemo, the Anemo MC, you wouldn't have that much. And you want to dodge out at the last second, and he still takes damage. See? The only way that I can find out the way you could actually hit him. Dodge at the last second, 3 damage, 8 damage. So far, as you see, stay like this. You don't need to keep doing damage. You don't even need a archer. Now this is part 2. Keep spamming. Oh, I died. It's okay though. I just wanted to proc superconduct for a second. Get our health up a little bit. You could do this with Barbara, but however, you will be frozen a couple of times. And Lisa procs superconduct a little quicker. And you just keep wailing away at her. Or at him. Make sure you grab those crystals. If you're really struggling, then you could put 2 healers in your party. Like, you could definitely use... The crystallization really helps survivability because it actually keeps you from getting knocked back sometimes, which help out tremendously, especially when you and it keeps you from getting one-shotted too, almost. Look at this. All my characters are low. And that's it. That's how easy that was. Done. That was super easy. Wasn't really trying. I died. One character died only because I left the character out too long. But I mean, with a little bit of practice and a couple of times, it should be easy. As you clearly see, my talents are not that high for her, and I was still proccing 4K. So yeah, and yeah, and I'm adventure rank 48, and I did that without even like really trying. I use the gladiator setting. I use the gladiator artifact, which is not the ideal for it, but I do. So yeah, yeah, and then you know these are just the as you clearly see, I'm not really using much, but that's how you beat the Wolf boss. Now that we beat Wolf, we're gonna go confront Storm Terror. Now, Storm Terror, you do not need a bow user. You do not need Venti. You do not need any kind of bow user. You can literally beat him with just the basics. All right, this one you're gonna want animal. You're gonna want the animal because you can actually spam, or you can actually attack, and you do not need any bow user. And this is how easy this is. I'm gonna show you how easy. Like, Dvalin is really easy. Storm Terror Dvalin is like so easy. You can almost do it without getting hit once. You're gonna watch out for his attack up there. Immediately switch sides. Fall down. I wanna climb. Thank you. See? Not even using a bow user. That's how easy that is. I barely took any damage. Use your healer. Make sure you have a healer. Just wait for him to send those little thingies at you. Dodge to the right, dodge to the left, or dodge to the left, or dodge to the right, then dodge to the left, back to the right. Now once he does that, fly up here, go right or left, whatever your preference is. Dodge his thing, dodge his little scrape attack. And that's how you defeat the Fallen without a bow user. Not need a bow user. He is so incredibly easy. And bada bing, bada boom, just like that. Words are all yours, no matter what level you are. He is incredibly easy. And that's it. Leave the level. Now, child, you're gonna want a setup. A little bit of a different setup. You're gonna want at least 2 DPS users, and he's a little harder, so you're gonna require a little bit more. I like to use Venti, Chi-Chi, Xiangling, and the MC because the GEO does the same thing. You can't really hit him too well with the Enemo. So I like to just make sure that I always have crystallization and I always have health. Other than that, I find that with Venti, I use Venti because, well, I like to put him in his ult. I like to have his ult just spam. Chi-Chi is my healer, and Xiangling, I like to throw Gooba at him. GEO MC really helps, I think, in my opinion, because it helps with the crystallization and keep him alive.
せっかくのチャンスだ。本気を出して俺を楽しませてくれ。投稿も一つの選択だよ。俺は敗者に優しいからね。
Just wait for him to attack. Look for his patterns. Does get harder. Shoots up in the sky. I hit him? No, I did not. Boy. Look how much health, health that is. Like, oh man, no. Almost died there. That does a lot of damage, not gonna lie. And this is final, or second form. I do not like the first form at all. Second form I think is a little easier in my opinion. because it turns into lightning instead of water. Oh, wow. And the rocks actually protect you too. I forgot to mention that. Oh man. There we go. Final form. Remember, I'm doing this all with level 1 talents. If you have any talents that are leveled up, you should be smacking this guy like left and right. I just want to show that it is possible with level 1 talents. But you have to have a full constellation for it to work. And full constellation, they give you a full constellation. So... yeah, this one's a little harder. This is the hard part. I like to... And I missed. Oh, he's back in it. Okay, good. You can create as a chain reaction. That also helps. There we go. Get super conduct in there. Boom, 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 boom. Right, boom. Boom. Keep spamming everything as much as you can. If you don't have Venti, I guess you can use make sure you get out of that way. As soon as you see that big thing, because that will almost that can one-shot you this late in the game. I like to throw the ult up as soon as he's about to attack, so this way... And that's it! That's how easy that is. I like to throw my ult up because when you're in your ult form, you don't take damage. I don't know if you guys knew that, but you do not take damage when you were doing your... And that's all 3 bosses, ladies and gentlemen. All 3 bosses. And yeah, if you have any comments or questions, let me know down below. And yeah, I will catch you in the next video.